Hello, you guys. So, I have a very special guest. He traveled all the way from our upstairs bedroom.
Upstairs.
This is Reese. A lot of you have not met Reese because there are so many new people to my channel. So, basically, what we're doing is hanging out, giving some advice, kicking it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in. We're just gonna talk and hang out with you guys for a little bit. Wanna say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
Are they supposed to let's
they're
smash
talking.
the like button?
Smash the like
Yeah.
button.
I got the YouTube lingo going on. I feel really cool.
It's so funny. When I first started, he had no idea what YouTube was. No, he knew what YouTube was, but he didn't know how it worked or anything. So he's so cute. So if you've not caught a live, give me a red heart. And yeah, I want to see where all my new people are. If you're an OG, give me a blue heart. I love you guys so much. But tonight we're going to be talking about dating after addiction. It's a
big topic.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Let me have my laptop out so I can see y'all's comments. So if I'm looking down, it's not because I'm not paying attention. I'm literally just like trying to read y'all's comments. Where am I? Where am I? Oh my God, look at all the hearts. Look at all the red hearts. Courtney, you're an OG, blue heart.
Oh so red heart is new.
Red heart is new, blue is OG. My old heads.
All right.
My ride or die.
I got it now.
And in like a few days, everyone will be ride or die, you know?
Okay.
Because they'll know us.
Build up some momentum here. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just agreed. We're super excited to be here. So let me just click on my live. Hold on, guys. Oh my God, look at all these hearts. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I think we're just going to jump in. We're just going to dive in. And we were talking before we jumped on. And
what's the topic again?
Dating after addiction.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Pay attention. Get on this.
Rule number 1, pay attention.
Pay attention. So we were having a really good talk before we jumped on, which I always do. Like I always talk to myself, or like I'll talk about things out loud just to like, you know what I mean? G-Man with 279, what's up? Respect, homie, congrats. Thank you, I love you. So I get a lot of questions about our relationship and if we were in addiction together or if we got sober together. So no, in short, we met when we were already sober. He had 6 months.
Yeah, give or take.
He had 6 months and I had 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, were you, I'm gonna put it all on him right now. Were you skeptical to date someone that was on parole, had a DHS case, and had a past addiction problem?
So do I like all the toppings on my pizza is what we're saying.
Yeah,
that was a big thing. I definitely had some hesitancy there. And I think, we had discussed it a little bit, and it wasn't just even the baggage you're talking about. It's just the relationship period. When you're, at the bottom trying to piece, your life back together and making sure it all fits and lines up, there's such a selfish need that taking on anything else just seems monumental. It just seems like it's an overwhelming task, and you have to be really careful with that. So I think at first there was some hesitancy on my part, and I definitely probably slow played it, a lot, and made sure that, even in the back of my head, whether I did it consciously or not, I always kind of left a back door. So if I needed to kind of backpedal out of this thing, I was prepared to, not to say anything now. So
I love you too.
Yeah.
No, I was the same way. So Reese was in drug court when I met him, and he struggled with addiction too. He only had 6 months sober. I saw someone comment, did he do time? No, he did like a little bit of county time.
Did that hard county time.
Which is hard time. Josh and Jesus with $2. Props to both of you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for jumping on. So yeah, what was I saying? I get so distracted by y'all. I love you guys.
It was the freshly
okay, so
sober, yeah.
I had a little bit of hesitancy.
Hesitancy.
I can't speak.
You were reluctant.
I was. He asked me out like 4 times, and I just wasn't. Twice? He's lying. No, he's lying. We have no idea. We worked together. That was the first thing that I was like, oh, I don't really know.
Yeah,
like,
they were
awkward.
If you probably would roll the clock back and give somebody like just somebody with an objective point of view that doesn't know us, and we just kind of line out the criteria of what we started with and the blueprint, and said, would you proceed with this situation? Most people would have told you not a good idea.
People did tell me it wasn't a good idea too.
Yeah.
So when I met him, he was technically homeless. He was living
I
with
had a
his grandma.
couch.
He had a couch.
I had a couch. It was a good couch.
It was. He was living with his grandmother. He was in drug court, and he had just gotten sober. So for me, I didn't care about being homeless or anything. I cared about the addiction, because that was like, whoa. Like, I'm trying to stay sober and like keep the tunnel vision. You know what I mean? I have a DHS case. I'm trying to grind it out. I'm trying to work. And I had just gotten a place of my own, car of my own, and I started putting the pieces back in my own life. So I was not wanting to have someone come in my life and destroy it. I was very protective of what I already had, you know, so.
Yeah, getting it together is a very selfish agenda.
Yeah.
And it sometimes is wise. I know they throw a lot of that, you know, that verbiage at you, and, you know, the kind of catchphrases like the, you know, or the guardrails out of the 12-step program, you know, wait a year and things like that. Those things are up for a good reason, because they do apply. They're applicable to most people's situations, but you know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge even if you're dating somebody that doesn't have an addiction, doesn't have baggage. It's so hard when you're trying to put your life back together, that you have all these things in front of you and all these things you're trying to accomplish, and still trying to figure out who you are with a, you know, a clean and sober mind, and you have a clear head, that, you know, managing somebody else's emotions and their reactions, and trying to interweave their life with yours is a big task.
In normal life.
Yeah. In
normal life, you know, so we took things really slow. I know we're just diving in, giving you all this information like in your face. We're gonna get to your comments and all of that. What was I gonna say?
The slow.
Slow.
Yeah.
Thank you. My brain shuts off. So he didn't move in until we were dating for over a year.
Yeah.
Or so. It was at least a year.
Was it? Yeah, it was a year.
It was a year, and I did not want to introduce him to my child right away. You know, even though I started to see things in you that I just really fell in love with. So he had this work ethic, and he still does, but back then I just saw this work ethic and this drive and this motivation that was just so sexy to me because I am a hustler and I'm working. Thank you, Lee, for the $1.99. Appreciate it, man. I am like that. I am hardworking and I'm a hustler, but he like has just made me want to be better. And I think that is really important to find in someone. So I saw how determined he was to get his life back on track. And that was so rare. I just had not seen that in anyone, really, you know?
You don't see that. You don't see that often out there with normal people.
That's fair.
Yeah, so.
That's fair, you know? Yeah. And even though we were struggling together, like, I think that has made us stronger. And I think not having dishes 5 years ago has definitely built.
I think, you know, a large part of our situation, you know, would be considered unique with, you know, where our starting point was and what we were able to accomplish in the timeline we have and where we've gotten to. You know, so I think you have to be careful, especially with those things, is comparing the norm to the anomaly when you're you know, talking about your recovery and your relationships and how you're going to tackle obstacles in life, because everybody kind of wants to hang on to that dream, or that could be me, or, you know, so and so could do it, so I think we could too. We could be the ones as well. You know, you're probably better off playing the averages, you know what I mean? So I think that you need to keep that in mind, especially that if something doesn't look right to you, or something smells fishy, or, you know, you have that gut reaction, it's there for a reason, you know? So you have to be careful not to hang on to things because you've watched it be successful in some very small segmented portion of data period. It's not going to work all the time.
How great is he, you guys? I love you. You're so great.
Oh,
like,
wow.
You're just so smart, and like everything you say is gold. Mandy, I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video and clicking on it. Thank you so much for the $2. All of you guys that donate go on my wall. I know there's so many new subscribers. You all don't know how I do things yet, but I will put your name on my wall upstairs. I
gotta stop with the. So with the money that comes in, how does that work?
What do you mean?
So like, is that like, how does that? Is that like is that Monopoly money? Yeah.
How does it go to me? No, that's real money. They give us $2.
Okay, so it's not like YouTube money, like.
Well,
you don't get to put it like in a bank and like gamble with it later or something.
So
okay.
Oh my God, it's real money they're donating.
Okay.
He doesn't know how super chat
Sweet.
works.
Hey, keep donating those dollars.
$20 awesome. From Terry. Oh my God, and no message either. Just $20. Thank you so much for that. You're amazing. Not just for donating, but for even clicking on this video and watching us. Oh my God, thank you so much. $2 from Honey Love. I love your name. How cute is that? So, I love you guys so much. What you just said was amazing, but it kind of made me think of questions that I got earlier on Instagram.
Okay.
Someone asked me, do you think it's possible for people to get sober, be in active addiction together, get sober together, and stay together? Have you seen any examples of that?
Personally, no. And if somebody were to ask me that question and want my, you know, they wanted me to give my, my advice. It's not unsolicited, and they wanted my input.
Hold on. Oh my God, you guys.
What?
Stormy, she said, thank you so much for existing and sharing.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I've been crying for 2 days straight. This channel has grown. I'm gonna cry. Crap. I know, get it together, right? This channel has grown so fast overnight because of Christina, Randall, and I's video. We worked so hard on that video for you guys, and I am just blown away. I don't think I've ever had 102 people on the chat. So smash that subscribe button.
So
Smash
the
the like
102
button.
people means 102 people are watching this chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've never had that many
So-
people on a live stream, and I'm just so thankful that you guys are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't even say it enough. Like, I feel like I'm gonna overwhelm y'all with my tears, but I've been crying for 2 days straight. I've been ugly crying over this, and
Everybody keeps asking me what I did.
he did nothing. Okay, so let me try to stay on track, or I'll just sit here and cry and gush over you guys. Tell Reese what I said. Josh, what'd you say? I think he said, you're the first homeless bodybuilder I've ever seen, or something like that. He's not homeless anymore. He can go to the gym now.
Can afford that Planet Fitness money.
That's cute. So I was just gonna say, I have seen one couple get sober together and stay together. I haven't seen it, and we have a subscriber that she has gotten sober with her husband, and they have
Okay.
a little bit of time together. That's rare. You guys just need to celebrate each other, and you are amazing. Keep fighting. I've only ever seen one couple.
Yeah, it's like I
think
said.
when you graduated drug court, there was also a married couple. So
Maybe,
it's
yeah.
rare. Oh my God, let me try to get to these. Oh my God, you guys. We're not gonna get through this video. I'm gonna start crying right now. Megan, how's that channel going, girl? My fiance and I were in active addiction together, and now we're sober together, me since 2008 with our 3-year-old son.
That's really good.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you and your husband got sober. Congratulations on that. Paula, what's your age difference? Love you, girl. Stephanie Storm with $10. Miss you, girl. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you in so long. How are you? Thank you so much for the $10. New to the channel, beautiful couple, emoji girl. I love your name. Thank you guys so much for that. So I am turning 30 soon, and he's turning 37 soon.
Am I 37?
Yeah?
I am.
He works so hard. Do you even know where you are? Do you
37.
know where you are?
I thought I was 36. So okay.
You are 36.
Oh,
You're
I'm gonna
turning 37.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Bro.
I got to get it together. Here.
Literally, do you have your phone?
I don't. The kids probably have it.
The kids took your phone?
Yeah.
I had screenshots of your questions from Instagram, and I texted it to you.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I will answer you individually on Instagram. Al, he's an OG. Happy for you both. Thank you so much for the $2. So, what else do you want to say about our relationship? I think slow pedaling it, being cautious.
Yeah, I think that the slow walking, it's definitely a big thing, but I think that when we talk about that also means like when people jump feet first in, like having things like loans in your name, sharing bank account, living together. When you attach your when you hook your cart to somebody else's in a permanent
Your
way
cart.
like those things, it's
He's from Arkansas.
yeah. When you make those big commitments like that, you have to understand how important those things are, because once you do that and you decide that you've met this miraculous person, the love of your life, that's going to change everything for you, and then 3 months later, it decide it's not going to work out, and you have moved in together, you're now sharing a bank at your local, your local facility, that you've got an account together, that it's going to work out. You bought a car together, and now it's not going to work out. I had somebody that moved states away from a person they were dating, a very short period of time on the weekend. It just wasn't a good move, So I think you have to slow walk those big commitments when you're dating somebody. A traditional dating pattern is probably what you're going to go for if you're freshly sober or freshly trying to get your life back together, no matter who the other person is, whether they're doing the same thing, they're running in a parallel direction with you, or they're just a completely normal person. So
I have to put someone in timeout. Hold on.
okay, timeout.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I got to put them in the corner.
Gotta put him in the corner. Was it really hard to trust her at first, knowing her past? I'm so open, and that's not offensive. I know some people are like, oh, I'm afraid to ask you that. You can ask me anything. Seriously, I am an open book. So
I think no, but that you could use this to follow up on some of the things that we've discussed about where we were at in our life when we did start dating. I think that we were both at a point that we didn't have any room for any BS, so we were very transparent, and upfront about, you know, where we were at, what we wanted, what we were doing, the kind of person we were. You know, a lot of times we talk about that when you start to date somebody, you're dating their representative, and you know, somewhere down the line, you know, whether it be 3 months, 6 months, you meet the real person. I think
100.
we've all had that happen several times, you know.
Yeah,
so
we just skipped right past the representative phase and went right into, listen, this is what I need from you. This is what I want. This is what I'm expecting. And we were so open and honest and, like you said, transparent with each other. So
I think that really laid the groundwork for you know, a lot of what's happened over the last few years, for sure. We definitely made sure that we were both heading in the right direction. We both had similar goals, similar values, and you know, and I think that once we lined those up and we figured out that maybe we had a little bit, you know, a different viewpoint on how to get there, but as long as it was a teamwork effort, you know, we were fine. So for sure. And then, like I said, slow walking that thing, like moving in together, you know, picking up the tab together on things, you know, on a lease together, you know, those things are big moves.
they are. And I was so scared because I have trust issues. Josh, I saw your question. He doesn't have social media. He said he wants to connect with you on social media.
Oh, I don't.
He doesn't have social media, which I think is a really good part of your recovery too. He threw away the phone, disconnected from everything, and just was very, very focused on himself. But I have trust issues, and I really struggled with trusting someone. And I think that is just, it's amazing when you can find someone that you really trust. And for me, like, it doesn't come easy, you know, so
I think
trust is a big deal.
That's been a big thing. That's been a big platform of mine, I think, is, you know, if you've got somebody that's got trust issues like this, I mean, and you know, and then I think that one of the biggest.
Wait, I don't trust the loyalty card at Walmart.
Oh yeah.
I don't want your scam card.
It's always those people too that you know that are going to rip and run on you, or you know, that'll steal from you. They're always the first to tell you right out of the gate how loyal they are, you know, or how much they hate thieves, you know. So yeah, you got to be careful of those things. But I mean, you know, you have to work in tandem with each other's wants and needs and emotions. And I think that if you've got somebody that is 100% honest with themselves and they know they have trust issues, they can say it, they can vocalize it. That, you know, if they have a partner or a significant other that is aware of those things, and they know that they need to build the platform of the relationship off of being reliable, following through, being, you know, they can depend on that person to show up when they say they are, and you know, and do the things they're going to do. It's
that was huge. That was huge. So I am a very punctual person. I'm annoyingly on time. Okay, I'm so on time. I was there yesterday. Like, I am so on time, and I was surrounded with people that were not about being on time, and I would have to wait for someone for an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, when I had a very serious, like, I'll break it down, I'll get into it, I'll make a whole video on what I'm talking about. It's not going to make much sense, but the people in my life were not on time. And just showing up when you say you're going to show up was a huge deal, and he is annoyingly on time also. Like, if I say, Reese, I need you here at 3, he's there at 2:55, and I know he's going to be there, and just knowing that he's there, knowing I can count on him, knowing he's going to answer the phone, knowing that if I get a flat tire, he's gonna be there, you know? It's a big deal to me, you know? That loyalty and that dependability just goes so long, for real. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. Be 100%, you know? It's okay if you're late once. If you're late every day, bro, why? What are you doing? So I'm so weird about being on time.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
It's a big thing. Do we want to get to some comments?
We can.
We have a lot of them.
We have a lot of comments. Okay.
I'm afraid to read them because I'm gonna start crying.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are so great.
All right.
That's from his military background.
What?
Being disciplined, punctual, and on time.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is probably been ingrained.
For those of you that don't know, Reese is a retired military vet. You were in, hold on, I got it, hold on.
This is part of the relationship, knowing about each other, the finer details.
In the 173rd Brigade, Airborne Division, Ranger.
Correct.
Rambo. You're Rocky.
All the way to, I think towards the end you kind of messed that up, but you got the
You were Rocky. I mean Rambo. You wanted to be Rambo. I have the cutest
One
picture.
of those Stallone movies.
One of those Stallone movies. I have the cutest picture of him with like this knife. I don't even know why your mom let you have that knife. Like, what are you doing? But he was like 9. He's in like camo. He's got chains. He has no shirt on. He is like for real. For real. I'm gonna be Rambo.
Yeah.
It was so
I had
cute.
the unfortunate experience in having a father that watched way too many Chuck Norris movies.
It's adorable. I'll share it on Instagram. Is he retired?
Yes.
From the military.
Yeah.
He is. Yep. He was the 400-ish person to jump into Iraq.
Yeah.
He almost lost his arm doing so. So, Yay for having 2 arms. Good job. Gman279, HUA. Huh? Like, is that what that is?
I guess so, yeah.
Pass up the count vets, Iraq and Afghanistan. Yay! He was in Afghanistan, you were in Iraq.
Yep.
Thank you for your service. Much respect, Reese. Love your channel. Subscribe today. Hello. Thank you for being here. From Christina Randall's channel. You were so inspirational. I was in Fort Campbell from 2000 2005.
Yeah, Kentucky. That's a big base.
Your brows are on point. Thank you so much, King. I'm really just like winging it. I don't have eyebrows, if I'm being honest. I have to paint them on every day, and it's exhausting. Don't you laugh at me. You know what it's like to wake up with no eyebrows on your face? No, you don't. You don't know the struggle.
That's part of the relationship growth. As we have grown, the eyebrows have grown.
Oh my God, shut up. I love you, but shut up. Speaking of time, the clock behind you is right. We never change it. It's not right. It's 7:57 here.
No. That's kind of a for show clock.
I mean, I just don't really care. I don't have the patience to like change the batteries, but we get that every time we sit here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means, Josh. Snowman's Angel, hi, how are you? Desiree, hello. Mike, hello. I'm so proud of y'all for how you've come. You're such an inspiration. I'm a new subscriber and just wanted to say hi. Hello, Desi. Oh, that's a good question. Stone, first of all, Stone, thank you so much for sending me that dollar with the thing on it. It's on my wall.
Did you send the cup?
He sent the dollar.
The dollar?
With the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't have a letter for the cup. There's no like name on it.
Oh, okay.
If you sent me the cup, please tell me. He said, Reese, is it safe for you to go back to Arkansas? I asked because of your past. Are you safe to go back to Arkansas?
Like, am I wanted or?
No, like, I don't know. I don't think that's what he meant. Because of your past addiction or?
I didn't really struggle with that much. We lived there and, you know, we
years
yeah,
before you
so
moved to
when we
Chicago.
started dating and, you know, and we were living together, that was in the same area that I grew up in, that I was, you know, running around in, trashing around, you know. You know, that I had some of the good times on the wrong side of the fence, you know. So I think that, you know, I didn't have as much trouble, I think, struggling with the who's and whens and whys, you know, with my geography there, like a lot of people do.
Northwest Arkansas is also huge. We never ran into anyone except that one time.
The one time in the grocery store, that was the guy.
I first started dating him. We were brand new.
We were pretty new, weren't we?
Pretty new.
Yeah.
And we were in Walmart, right? And
we were.
And this guy, Reese knows, like when you go to the military, when you go to Iraq and you're in a war zone, you're very aware of your surroundings. So as soon as we walk in the store, he spots this guy and we're like many aisles away and I can tell his entire like body language changed. He said, I know someone in here, and he was just like very serious.
Yeah.
So long story short, this guy comes up to us and he's like, hey man, you owe me $800. Now I'm like, I just backed up a little bit. If we're gonna duke it out in Walmart, I'll go start the car. Like, that's literally how I am. So
I was in drug court at the time too. So like, you know, just belting this guy and bolting, you know, with the strawberries we were stealing from our car, it wasn't exactly a strategy for us. But yeah, it was an awkward situation for sure. You know, and I think the best way that it could have been handled was the way it was. You know, I think that guy wasn't going to get confrontation with me, you know, and it came to the point where I had to, you know, either, you know, push the issue like, hey, either you think I owe you this money and you're going to take it from me, or if you're not, get out of my way.
yeah,
You know, and
it was intense.
that's where it came to. So it basically boiled down to, all right, if you're adamant that I owe you something, I'm standing right here, take it from me. If you can't, you need to shut up and, you know, bread's on aisle 3, move on. You know,
bread's on aisle 3.
So, you know, I think that's what happened. And then later on down the road, we discussed it. And I think, you know, I don't think it has anything, it doesn't have any relevance to do with this story or the topic at hand. But I started thinking about it. And as, you know, my mind was a little clear from sobering up, I realized, I'm like, hey, I squared up with that guy. I actually went back to his house and gave him some money that I didn't even owe him because somebody else had stolen this money. And I was just in the room. And yeah, you know, in the room. But yeah, so I really thought, man, I can't believe that guy, you know, didn't remember me coming by to square up on that dough, and he really got hostile with me there in the Walmart. So, yeah.
$5 from Daniel Newman. Thank you so much. He said, love this channel. Was a medic with first ID, third, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down. But
yeah.
That's what's up, man.
126th, yeah. Okay.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
I don't speak military, but thank you for your service. And thank you so much for the $5. Jessica and Reese. Reese, Jessica says you have a heart for the homeless. How did you develop a heart for them?
Do I have a heart for the homeless? Yeah, I mean...
We've made a video on, it's called D-Bagging a Mercedes.
Yeah, I mean,
Where did you develop that little softness?
I mean, Jessica's big on me for that one. I think that, she's been good to push me, and some of that's being, honest with myself and to acknowledge that the great fortune and good luck, that we've been blessed with our journey and where we started from, and, the things that we've accomplished in our life, that when I drive by and I see somebody on the street, whether there's, I don't even take, to be honest with you, I don't take the time to even question whether their situation is real or not. I know sometimes people think like, oh, that guy's got Nikes on and he's got to sign up. I don't do that, man. Don't go there. That's a lot of negativity. If I see somebody out there, and if all I've got the smallest bill on me is a 10, I'll give it. I mean, they need it more than I do. I promise. That's the way I address that. I think that that'll come back around to you, 100%. So yeah, I mean, I think people. You never know what people's struggles are. You don't know why they're out there. I mean, I came from a good family, a good background, and there was one point in time I was struggling, to figure out where I was going to sleep night to night for a little bit there, and that's a scary feeling. And there's people that live like that day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year sometimes. So if you can help those people, if you've got money in your wallet and you're doing okay, give that extra $1. I promise you'll be okay.
It just makes my heart so happy. Like seriously, I love you so much because I am that way, and. I was struggling for a long time, and not even just my struggle. I feel like a lot of people are hesitant to give to homeless people because they think, oh, they're going to buy alcohol or they're going to buy drugs.
Yeah.
That's on them.
Yeah.
But if you're in the position to help them, I think it's so important. I can't watch them, or I can't know what they're gonna do with it, but I literally cannot walk past them or drive past them and not give if I have something. So that's why I do the blessing bags. If you have not seen that video, it's called D-Bagging a Mercedes because we were on date night and someone was kind of crappy to a homeless person. But I carry blessing bags in the car, which I don't have any right now, but.
Well, true giving comes from, the genuine concern, from somebody's good nature to give without expectation.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And I just think it's so important to do that. That's not coming back to you from that person. You're just doing it out of the kindness of your heart.
Yeah.
But if you're uncomfortable giving money, I always say do the blessing bag thing where I put in a Ziploc bag socks or toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that person has those things. You know what I'm saying? Are we fighting in the comment section? If there's someone, I have mods, just remove them. It's okay.
Somebody fighting in the comment? What?
I don't know. There's always one. There's always one. It's okay.
There's always one guy that needs to be escorted out.
Escorted out. All I saw was block him. I guess I missed it, you guys. Is that your husband? Who is this guy? We are not married.
No.
And I know you guys keep asking about marriage and children.
Yeah, somebody asked about that. Wasn't that an Instagram question?
I've gotten a lot of those questions.
Oh.
So we've been dating for 5.5 years, and I just believe in doing things at your own pace. Marriage is not for everyone, and it's just not important to us. We're very happy. But I know a lot of people are like, I need to get married, but we don't feel that.
Why?
We're moving things on our own timeline with our own comfortability. For us, it's not important, but I do understand why it's so important to some people.
Yeah.
So if it's important to you, go get hitched, man. Do you, but it's just not important to us. As far as more kids, I think if it happens, it happens. But I doubt it's gonna happen. Not to be too graphic, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It's okay though. But if it happens, it happens. I think we'd be okay if it happened, right?
We were okay with the last time it happened. So
listen, we were not okay the last time it happened because we were in a very different place 3 years ago.
Yeah.
When baby bear was born, I might have been dramatic and cried for 3 days because I just didn't know how to go through that. If you guys a lot of you have seen my story on Christina's channel. The idea of being the idea of being pregnant again and going through labor and delivery, after that trauma that I endured, I was so scared. I was so scared.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how I would react or how it would be or what a real pregnancy outside of prison is. Like, I was just terrified because of that experience. So Micah changed my life, but Riley really changed my heart when it comes to that. So she healed that pain for real, because I'm like, oh, this is what it's like, a baby shower, getting your cravings. What was my craving?
Oh man,
It was so
Jessica
bad.
liked some hot wings when she was pregnant.
I still
Some
love
hot
them,
wings.
but I was like, Rafe, please, we have to get hot wings tonight, and then tomorrow, and then I would eat it for breakfast. I mean, I was like, it was so insane.
It wasn't until you were pregnant that I actually heard you request burritos, like
Oh my God, I wanted burritos too from that burrito cart.
that taco cart down the corner.
So
Yeah,
good.
that place was legit, and the $5 burrito that was like this big. Yeah,
It was $6. How do you not remember the iconic burrito?
it was a good burrito.
Oh my gosh. Your boyfriend looks like a really solid dude.
How does one look like a really solid dude?
I feel like maybe a stiff breeze wouldn't knock you over, you know? Solid.
Oh,
Like stacked.
Okay.
He does work out every day. At what time, Reese?
I get up at 4.
a.m. Did you guys know they have one of those in the morning too? Like, no, give me some sleep. Desiree, new to your channel, just subscribe. Just kidding. Girl, no, you're not. You've been here since the start. Here since your 3rd week. Yes, I'm so freaking happy for you. My question is, how are you guys so awesome? Thank you for the $5.
Well, we get up really early. This is a lot of work.
I know. I sleep until the last possible second. I would rather be ugly and get 5 more minutes of sleep. And he's like 4 a.m. like, let's go work out. Like, ew, calm down. No, stop it. I hate working out, but you know, it's his thing, and I think it's important to have a thing, you know. And
It is.
And this is his hobby. Is looking pretty. It's something positive.
The YouTube is your thing. I like that. So yeah.
He has said that a lot. I've done other things in the past where he's been like, meh, but he's.
We had this. I'm gonna bring it up.
Don't.
No. Okay. I won't bring it
Aw,
up.
he didn't roast me.
I should.
No, but I've pursued other things that I thought I was gonna love or be passionate about, and
I think some of those things, though, I've got the feeling that you were trying to fake it till you made it just to have a thing. I feel like you like this thing. You get real personal, you know.
This, like, I was doing things
Enjoyment
that
out of
did not
this.
involve helping people.
There we go. Okay.
And for me, that was like,
Yeah.
I like this okay, but it's not really it. Like,
Yeah.
I've always known, like, somehow that I was going to share my story. I just didn't know on what platform or how that would manifest. So I was trying to do, like, other things, but not, like, helping people and sharing my story. And I think I realized it, actually, when your coworker and his wife, we had dinner. These are normal people that don't have a past addiction. This was a long time ago.
Okay.
At the Bluefish Grill. That's not the name of it. I made that up.
Okay. Yeah.
The place in Arkansas.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay, I don't want to use their names, but
Yeah.
we just went out to dinner. What's the restaurant called?
It was Bonefish.
Bonefish.
The Bonefish.
Same thing. Bonefish Grill. Okay. So we were eating, and Reese had told his coworker a little bit of my story, and after maybe 10 minutes of us kind of talking, everything was consumed by my past, and they were so, like, intrigued by it and so inspired by it. And I think that was like, wait a minute, like, should I share my story? They wanted me to share the story at church. I didn't feel comfortable doing that because it's a little dark. It's a little crazy, right? So I just didn't really feel comfortable. But I started to just think, like, this really is, like, this is the reason. This is the reason why all this stuff happened to you, because it's happening to others. Other people are struggling, and I need to share. So it was just like, I don't know, I feel like it's just my purpose. And when you find something that you feel you're passionate about and you feel like it's your purpose, it just feels good to do. And I think that's what you're.
100%. 100%. I do. I would.
Other things I wasn't as like.
I would.
Okay.
I concur. I agree.
Yeah, this is my purpose. Like, your purpose would be to be emperor of the world. To doing what you're doing in transportation, you love it. It's amazing, and you're so great at it, and you're a great leader. He runs an office. He manages an office in transportation. He is the king of his own little world. Shoot, traveling and can't stay connected. Oh, that's okay. You can just watch the playback. I'll throw it up. Hey, from upstate New York, LOL. Not your old stomping grounds, though. Good. I'd be like, girl, run. You want to tell them about the first time you went to my hood?
It was bad.
Like, how bad? I drove him through at night, and he's, like, blind, and he's like, it's okay, it doesn't look that bad. I drove him back through in the morning, and he was like,
Bad.
is that a baby sound? I'm just kidding. He was really like surprised that my hometown has nothing, and it's hood AF, and it's the struggle. I mean, you just look around and you see.
It's what it looks like with a community that's deteriorating.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just not a lot of economic stability. You get a sense when there's not a lot of revenue being generated by jobs and new taxes and things like that. The infrastructure's bad. There's not a lot of new businesses coming into town, so you can see that with the age of the buildings. When the newest, hippest thing you have in town is the Rite Aid,
It's real talk. No one's going to go there.
Yeah.
Everyone's leaving, and I actually just read an article on Facebook about the decline of people in upstate New York.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing there. I would love to get my parents out of there because my stepmom's a teacher and my dad is in radio, and I would just love to
They really loved our old location, which I know you did too. This was a struggle in our relationship, the relocation to the Chicagoland area.
I wouldn't say a struggle. I was a little sad to be leaving your family and to be leaving our home and moving to a townhouse without a backyard.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Northwest Arkansas, if you're looking for a place to start over, that's your joint. I'm telling you.
Stone. Reese, aka Throwing Axe Master.
Hey.
Shut up, Stone.
You watched that video. That was awesome, right?
This is what greatness looks like.
I know.
That video was literally Reese annoying me for 7 minutes straight. Like, why are you good at everything? It's not even fair. Danny, hi, how are you? Hey, Jess, miss longer videos. Who agrees? You're calling me to listen to. Do I need to make longer videos?
How long have we been on?
We've been on like 36 minutes. My live streams are long, but like my normal videos.
Oh, okay.
I keep them short, under 10 minutes, because I think it's important to just kind of get the point out there, tell the story, and then, you know what I mean? But a lot of you are saying longer videos. I just don't want to like linger.
You want to inform people, but you don't want to overwhelm them.
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to linger. I don't want to overstay my welcome on y'all's phone.
I see that though. When I watch some YouTube channels and I'm flipping through, and obviously I've got my own topics that I watch, but when I see somebody that's got like an hour and a half video, I'm like, bro, I don't have an hour and a half to watch your channel. Like, yeah.
Hi, Deidre. Were you ever on, I can't say that word. MAT, so Medicaid assisted treatment, basically is what they're asking. I was not on medical assisted treatment, medicine for my addiction. Jeez.
No.
I'm so dumb. So I was not.
No.
And he's hot. Thanks. I did it like the wrong way, and if like
somebody did say that.
He keeps saying it. She really thinks you're hot. So I was like really like what's that called? White knuckling it.
Yeah.
So I was like, everyone will tell you that's dangerous and don't do that. I'm not a doctor, I don't know. That's just the way that I had to do it every single time. I had to lock myself in a hotel and do it like white knuckle status, and I relapsed over and over. And then the last time I did it in jail, so.
Yeah.
Which I have done many times, and that is horrible because it's bad enough to go through that situation, but it's even worse to go through it in a jail cell.
Yeah.
Because you can't get an ice cold glass of water. You can't take a hot bath to relax the restless leg syndrome. You can't breathe, right? So that is so hard. You're on like a concrete slab in a jail cell, you know what I mean? So it's horrible.
Yeah.
Tyler, I love her so much. I love you. 142 people in this chat. This is my biggest live stream ever. Can I cry now? You guys are so amazing. Okay, let me get to some more of your questions. I know Reese is dying to go. I kind of force him to get on here with me. No, you're so supportive.
We try to keep my exposure limited.
Yeah. So. You should write a book, girl. You want to help me? I don't know how to write a book.
Hey.
Hello. I have like Tourette's. I see their names and I know their names, so I have to say hi. What addiction do you have? None. I'm fully recovered. I'm good. I have 7 years sober. In October, I'll have 8 years sober. You?
What am I?
It was slow down and then go fast. I really didn't discriminate. I
Yeah.
can't say the words.
I I discriminated. I only had two speeds. It was full speed or stop, dead stop. So that was my hang up.
For sure.
You know, I think now, you know, addiction's such a tricky word because I think we're all a little bit prone to some addictive personality, you know, to varying degrees. You know, I think that
Go ahead.
I get caught up into, you know, work and success and you know, striving for more. Sometimes I get a little bit tunnel visioned on that, you know, and sometimes I don't stop to sit around and, you know, enjoy the journey. So
You work so hard, and it's crazy. I don't get a lot of time with him, so the weekends are our biggest thing. At the end of every weekday, we get like 2 hours together. So when I tell you guys he's working hard, like he is working hard. He's up at 4 and he gets home at 6, and we're in bed by 8. You know, and that's really what it takes for him to crush his goals and for us to whatever. So someone asked, stop and smell the flowers. You need to take a break occasionally, and I really wish that you would. Someone asked how I know Christina Randall. So she just found me like 3 weeks ago and said, hey girl, do you want to collab? I had no idea who she was 3 weeks ago, and now we're like so tight. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll see I post sometimes like our crazy conversations. I love that girl. She is so amazing. And 3 weeks ago, she had like 12,000 subscribers, and I was so hyped for her then. Now she has 114,000 subscribers. I'm so hyped for her. Like, I'm cheering her on, ugly crying for her, and she's doing the same for me. It's so great. So if you guys are here from her channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you guys so much. Started watching you from Christina Randall and haven't stopped. My ex was in 509th. 509th.
oh yeah,
Is that an army thing?
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, that's all battalion. Mm-hmm.
What's my opinion with addicts drinking alcohol? Listen, guys, I get that question a lot. Like, do you guys drink wine? Do you guys drink alcohol? It depends on who you are. You know, I personally wouldn't recommend it because you just don't want to like fall down that rabbit hole. I think if you're an alcoholic, maybe it's not a good idea.
Maybe you don't want to stop by the liquor store.
Yeah, I personally don't drink. I might have like a mixed drink, and I'll drink this much of it every 6 months. If we go to a restaurant, maybe. Like I don't drink. But I do love wine, but I don't keep wine in the house. I don't drink it. I might, like, on occasion have a few sips of wine or whatever, but that's it.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask about that 420 also. Happy 420. I think there's nothing wrong with that. I know that it's like not safe to say on YouTube anymore. Like, people are so sensitive, but like, I know it has helped a lot of people. G-Man has a channel. He struggles with PTSD, like extreme PTSD. His channel is Gman5338, I believe. I probably got that wrong, but you saw him in the comment section. And he will share all kinds of stuff when it comes to PTSD and other things. So definitely check him out if you do have that. I'm gonna read 2 more comments and then we're gonna go because it's been like 42 minutes. Oh wow, just realized you have over 8,000 subs. I know. Crazy, Josh, right? Crazy. What do you do in the gym for workouts, man? He picks heavy stuff up and puts it down.
Then repeat.
Repeat. He literally shows up every day. You know what I mean? Workout tips. They're yelling workout tips.
We should do a workout channel.
Me? With my flabby arms? Or you should have your own channel.
Show them how you're pumping up.
It's not funny. I hate it. My child saved my life. Mine too. Okay, so I love you guys. I would stay on here all night and talk to you. I'm so sorry that we can't keep going, but it is late and I would like to hang out and like get ugly and get in pajamas and put that top knot on because I'm all about being ugly in my house. But I love you guys. We will definitely do this again. I do live streams all the time if you guys did not know that already. But I love you guys. Stay safe, stay sober, and I will see you